Let's start today with a question we rarely dare to ask ourselves. Why are we so terrified of our own humanity? We spend so much of our existence curation-focused. We want the perfect resume, the flawless relationship, the seamless career trajectory, and the spotless reputation. But let's drop a massive truth bomb right out of the gate. An error-free life is a complete and utter illusion. And if the thought of making a mistake chills you to the bone, let me ease your mind right now. Real mistakes, the kind that actually occur when you are actively participating in reality, aren't born out of laziness, negligence, or living in malicious denial of the facts. They happen in our fleeting moments of human ignorance, our temporary absent-mindedness, or simply when we are daring to try something we have never done before. There is a profound difference between being reckless and being courageous. Recklessness is driving blindfolded. Courage is stepping into a new arena knowing you might get knocked down, but stepping in anyway. When you operate from a place of conscious action, your missteps aren't moral failures. They are simply proof that you are operating at the edge of your current capacity. So let me ask you a fundamental question. Why on earth do we treat mistakes like sworn enemies? Why do we stay up at 2 a.m. letting our minds replay a temporary stumble like it's a permanent definition of our worth? Think about the sheer price of avoidance. To live a life completely insulated from errors means you have chosen to utterly shut down your own potential. The math is simple, yet devastating. Zero mistakes equals zero growth. The debilitating fear of stumbling is the exact mechanism that locks the door to becoming a true expert. It is the anxiety that keeps you from applying for that career-defining role, the wall that prevents you from building deeply vulnerable friendships, and the shield that stops you from risking your heart to find true love. We have been conditioned to believe that the smooth road is the successful road, but smoothness is a symptom of stagnation. If you aren't hitting a few bumps, you aren't traveling fast enough or far enough. Every single path to becoming someone truly great or creating a legacy that is genuinely extraordinary is beautifully, richly packed with potential missteps. They are not roadblocks designed to end your journey. They are the raw, heavy, architectural material required to build your growth. You cannot build a skyscraper out of thin air. You build it by moving heavy stones, dropping a few, adjusting the foundation, and trying again. Let's look at the profound life lessons hidden beneath the surface of our failures. History does not remember the people who never failed. History remembers the people who refuse to let failure have the final word. When a child is learning to walk, they fall dozens of times a day. We don't look at a toddler who collapses on the rug and say, "Well, look at that failure. Walking clearly isn't for them." No, we clap. We encourage them. We know the stumble is a mandatory component of the mechanics of balance. Yet somewhere between childhood and adulthood, we lose that grace for ourselves. We expect mastery without the messy middle. True maturity is the willingness to be bad at something long enough to become good at it. It's understanding that your first draft will be flawed. Your first business model might need an overhaul, and your first attempt at a new skill will feel incredibly uncomfortable. But discomfort is just the feeling of your old boundaries stretching. Here is the mind-blowing, paradigm-shifting realization we all desperately need to make. The ultimate value of a mistake is measured entirely by the sheer distance it forces you to grow. A mistake is a cosmic rubber band. The further back it pulls you, the harder you are launched forward into your future. It bridges the massive, terrifying chasm between the naive version of you that decided to start and the final, brilliant, battle-tested outcome of what you were always meant to become. Mistakes are the ultimate catalyst of human potential. They strip away your arrogance, refine your long-term vision, build an unbreakable baseline of resilience, and quietly sculpt the very fiber of your character. You cannot buy character, and you cannot inherit resilience. You have to forge them in the fires of your own miscalculations. Every error leaves behind a data point. It tells you exactly what didn't work, which means it shortens the list of things you need to test to find what does work. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the data-driven framework upon which success is engineered. I want to leave you with this final, deeply paradoxical question to carry with you as you navigate the days ahead. Is it truly a mistake if you already knew you were going to make it?